A family in the Midwest maintained their home for a decade, paid every insurance premium on time, never missed one. Then a severe hailstorm dropped 3-inch hailstones on their roof. They called their insurance company expecting help. Instead, they got a 3-week wait, because field adjusters were stretched thin across the entire storm zone. During those 3 weeks, it rained 3 more times. Water poured through the damaged roof. A small leak turned into a total loss mold infestation that spread through the walls and ceiling. What should have been a $20,000 roof repair spiraled into a $120,000 full gut renovation. Their family was displaced for 6 months, and their insurance coverage exhausted. They did exactly what everyone says to do. They called their insurance company first, and it destroyed them. This is not a scare story. This was documented in the 2026 Totality Severe Convective Storm Report, one of the most respected insurance industry studies in America. What I'm about to tell you over the next 10 minutes will fundamentally change how you deal with your insurance company after a storm, because the game has changed, and nobody told you the new rules. Your insurance company is now powered by AI. Let me explain what's actually happening behind the scenes in 2026, so everything I'm about to say makes sense. A 16-state survey conducted by the National Association of Insurance Commissioners found that 84% of U.S. insurers are now using AI to process claims. Let me say that number again, 84%. The human adjuster who used to climb your roof and shake your hand, they're being replaced by algorithms. Here's what that means for you. When you file a roof claim in 2026, there's an extremely high chance that AI, not a person, is analyzing your damage photos, calculating your payout, and in many cases, drafting the denial letter. The human adjuster is just rubber stamping what the AI already decided. And it doesn't stop at claims. Insurance companies are now using Eagle View aerial imagery, accepted as the default by virtually every major U.S. carrier, to scan your roof from space before you even file a claim. Drones, satellites, manned aircraft. They're photographing your roof and feeding those images into AI systems that score your property's risk. On top of all that, 80% of insurance carriers in 2026 are prioritizing what they call desk adjusting. That means they're handling claims remotely using aerial data and AI instead of sending a human to your property. So the person deciding whether your roof gets fixed might never set foot on your property. The insurance company is no longer your safety net. It's an AI-powered machine designed to collect premiums and minimize payouts. And if you don't understand the new rules, you're going to lose a game you didn't know you were playing. Here are 5 mistakes that will get your claim denied, your premiums destroyed, or your policy canceled. And more importantly, how to beat them. Mistake 1. Calling your insurance company before your own inspection. This is the mistake that set up that family in the Midwest for disaster. And it's the mistake 90% of homeowners make. Your entire life, you've been told, call your insurance company first after a storm. Don't. At least not yet. And here's the reason nobody explains. The moment you file a claim, it enters a database called CLUE, the Comprehensive Loss Underwriting Exchange. Every insurance company in America has access to it. That claim lives on your record for 5 to 7 years, even if it gets denied, even if you withdraw it, even if the adjuster finds 0 damage, it's there. And too many entries on your CLUE report, your rates skyrocket. You get flagged as high risk. Some carriers will drop you entirely. And here's the 2026 trap. You file the claim, the insurer doesn't send a human. They pull up Eagle View satellite photos and run them through AI damage detection. The AI compares the current images to pre-storm baseline imagery they already have on file. If the AI decides the damage is pre-existing wear and tear instead of storm damage, your claim is denied. And now you've got a denial on your CLUE report with nothing to show for it. What you should do instead, before you contact your insurance company, hire an independent licensed roofing contractor to inspect your roof and document every piece of damage. Get a written scope with photos, measurements, materials list, and repair estimates. This is your primary weapon. When you do file your claim, you're not guessing. You're walking in with professional documentation that matches or exceeds what their AI is looking at. If the desk adjuster's AI disagrees with your contractor's assessment, you now have ground-level evidence to challenge satellite-level assumptions. Without that evidence, you're bringing a knife to an AI gunfight. Mistake 2. Not knowing the ACV versus CV trap, the silent wallet killer. And this is the mistake that's quietly costing homeowners $10,000 to $20,000, and most people have absolutely no idea it exists until the check arrives. There are 2 types of roof coverage hiding inside your homeowner's policy. Replacement cost value, called RCV, and actual cash value, called ACV. The difference between these two is the difference between getting a new roof paid for and getting a check that won't even cover half the job. With RCV, your insurance pays the full cost to replace your damaged roof with a new equivalent roof, minus your deductible. New roof costs $15,000, deductible is $1,000, you get $14,000, fair deal. With ACV, the insurance company takes that same $15,000 replacement and subtracts depreciation based on the age of your roof. If your roof is 15 years old and they depreciate it at roughly $750 per year, they subtract over $11,000. Your payout? Less than $4,000 on a $15,000 replacement. If your roof is 20 years old, the depreciated value could be zero. They legally owe you nothing. Now here's where 2026 makes this exponentially worse. Insurance companies are feeding their aerial drone and satellite imagery into AI systems that generate a roof health score before a claim is even filed. These algorithms detect granule loss, surface discoloration, and micro-deterioration patterns invisible to the human eye. And when you do file a storm damage claim, they use that pre-existing health score to apply maximum depreciation. So even when a genuine storm caused the damage, they point to the AI assessment and say, your roof was already deteriorating, the storm just accelerated what was inevitable. And your ACV payout drops even lower. Pull out your policy right now, find the section on roof coverage. If it says actual cash value anywhere, call your agent tomorrow morning and discuss switching to replacement cost value before your next storm. This one piece of knowledge could be worth $10,000 to $20,000 to you. That's not an exaggeration. Mistake 3, your insurance already knows about the storm, and they're using your delay as due. This is the mistake that most insurance videos skip entirely, and it's one of the most sophisticated traps in the industry. Here's what most homeowners don't understand. Your insurance company knows about the storm before you even look outside. Carriers now subscribe to real-time weather intelligence platforms like AccuWeather for Business that track every hailstorm, windstorm, tornado, and hurricane by exact zip code with precise timestamps, wind speeds, hail sizes, and precipitation data. The National Weather Service Storm Data System documents over 55 types of storm events across the entire country. Your insurance company has access to all of it. The second a storm rolls through your area, they already know the exact date, the exact severity, and the exact neighborhoods impacted. So when you file a claim 3 months later, they don't just know about the storm, they know you waited 90 days. And here's how they weaponize that delay against you. During those 90 days between the storm and your claim, it rained, maybe multiple times. That rain entered through storm-damaged areas on your roof that you didn't know existed. Moisture seeped into the decking. Maybe mold started forming. Maybe wood started rotting. Now your insurer argues that the mold, the rot, and the secondary water damage aren't storm damage, they're maintenance neglect. You failed to mitigate the original damage in a timely manner. Your policy requires you to take reasonable steps to prevent further damage, and you didn't. So they cover the original hail dents but deny everything else. The $20,000 roof repair that became a $120,000 mold remediation, your problem. The Totality Storm Report documented exactly this scenario. A 3-week delay in claims adjustment followed a major hailstorm. During that time, it rained 3 more times, causing a roof leak that evolved into a total loss mold infestation. What should have been a straightforward claim spiraled into a 6-month nightmare. Here's what you should do. After every significant storm, get a professional roof inspection within 48 hours, not 48 days, 48 hours. Document everything before the next rain. If temporary protection is needed, tarp it, patch it, seal it, save every receipt for those emergency repairs, and file your claim with timestamped documentation that proves you acted immediately. The clock starts the moment the storm ends. Your insurance company is already counting. Mistake 4, letting AI deny your claim from space. This is the one that should make every homeowner in America furious. Insurance companies including State Farm, Allstate, and Farmers are using third-party aerial companies to fly drones, manned planes, and satellites over your home. These capture high-resolution images of your roof. AI algorithms analyze those images for moss growth, missing shingles, granule loss, discoloration, overhanging branches, and any sign of deterioration. The Geospatial Insurance Consortium, funded by major insurers, has reportedly captured aerial images of nearly every building in America. One aerial imaging provider claims coverage of 99.6% of the US population. But here's the plot twist. These AI systems are making the decisions now. Per industry reports from 2026, 84% of carriers are using AI on claims. And with 80% moving to desk adjusting, the person deciding your claim might never visit your home. They're looking at satellite photos on a screen while an AI tells them what to approve and what to deny. And these AI systems get it wrong, regularly. Solar panels flagged as structural damage, moss on a neighbor's tree counted against the wrong property, shadows misinterpreted as fallen debris. One Texas homeowner received a cancellation notice based on images of a completely different house. Industry experts have confirmed that this technology often misinterprets images, leading to overreactions like dropping long-term customers despite no actual changes to their properties. But in most states, you have no legal right to see the images used against you. Your 20-year relationship with your insurance company can be ended by an AI that mistook a shadow for a hole. Here's how to fight back. If you receive a non-renewal or cancellation notice based on aerial imagery, demand to see the photos. Some states, like California, now require 30-day advance notice before insurers can use aerial imagery for policy decisions. Hire an independent inspector to provide a real, in-person, ground-level assessment. Get the report in writing with photos and dates. Then file a formal dispute with your insurer. If they refuse to reinstate, file a complaint with your state's Department of Insurance. And here's the proactive nuclear option most people don't think about. Get a professional roof inspection annually and keep the report on file. If an AI ever flags your property, you have time-stamped, in-person documentation from a licensed contractor that outranks satellite assumptions. That paper trail is your shield against the machine. Mistake 5. Signing your rights away to a stranger. This is the final trap, and it's the one where homeowners willingly hand over their power without realizing what they're doing. After a storm, a contractor knocks on your door. Professional looking, friendly, they offer a free inspection. They find damage, and then they hand you a document called an Assignment of Benefits, or AOB. It sounds helpful. Sign this and we'll handle everything with your insurance company for you. No stress, no phone calls. We'll take care of it all. What you're actually doing is signing over your legal rights to your entire insurance claim. The contractor now communicates directly with your insurance company on your behalf. They control the claim, they decide the scope of work, they negotiate the payout, and you have zero say. Some of them inflate the claim far beyond the actual damage. They bill for work that isn't necessary. They create disputes with your insurer that drag out for months or years, and if the insurance company refuses to pay the inflated amount, the contractor can sue your insurance company in your name. You now have a legal battle happening over your roof that you never authorized and can't control. In Florida, AOB abuse became so severe that it was one of the primary drivers of insurance companies leaving the state entirely. Premiums skyrocketed for every homeowner in Florida, not just the ones who signed AOBs. Carriers collapsed, and families were left scrambling for basic coverage at double or triple the old price. But here's the detail that really gets people. If the contractor inflates the claim and the insurance company classifies it as suspected fraud, that fraud flag doesn't just follow the contractor. It follows your policy, your address, your name. Future insurers see a fraud flag on your clue report and either deny you coverage or charge massive premiums. You tried to make your life easier by signing one document, and now you're carrying a fraud flag you didn't earn. Here's the rule. Never sign an assignment of benefits without fully understanding what you're giving away. Keep control of your own claim. Hire a contractor you trust for the inspection and repair, but you communicate with your insurance company yourself. And if a contractor pressures you to sign anything on the spot, especially right after a storm when emotions are high, walk away. That pressure is the red flag. A legitimate contractor will never rush you into signing your rights away. So let me bring this all together. In 2026, your insurance company isn't run by the friendly agent you met 10 years ago. It's run by AI that scans your roof from space, scores your property without your knowledge, processes your claim without visiting your home, and drafts denial letters without human oversight. 84% of carriers are doing this right now. But now you know the 5 mistakes that get homeowners destroyed. Don't call insurance first. Get your own inspection and build your evidence before they build theirs. Know the difference between ACV and RCV before you need it, because by the time you find out, it's too late. Act within 48 hours of every storm because your insurer already has the weather data and they're counting your delay against you. Fight back against AI and drone decisions with real, ground-level human evidence, and never sign your claim rights over to anyone. Your roof protects your home. Your knowledge protects everything else. Save this video. Share it with every homeowner you know, especially your parents and grandparents, because these AI-driven tactics disproportionately hurt older homeowners who trust the system. And hit that like button. Not for me, for the algorithm. So this reaches people before their next storm, not after. Now that you know how insurance companies are using AI and drones against you, You need to see my video on the 5 roofing scams that are exploding in 2026. Because the scammers are using the exact same fear of losing insurance to sell you a roof you don't need. That video is right here. Watch it next.